Okay, we are doing episode, air quotes again, episode 16 of my Iron Man attempts. So where I pick a random character, or a random Iron Man tune, and play them. Okay. Now are there... So we are going to try to go and get some midsummer bonfires to get some free XP. I don't think that there's one south of here. I think it's just this one. Yeah. Do. Oh, I gotta go talk to whoever. Oh, 400 quests. Alright. Oh wait, 100 quests. Yeah, okay, so I could not sleep. And, it's about, now it's about 10 to 3 a.m. my time, so 2:50 a.m. my time. I am talking in a quiet voice so I don't wake anybody up. Let's go to Orgrimmar. Let's go to Orgrimmar, then to Bloodhoof. I wanted to do a stream before the lockout resets, because I'd like to do a stream once or twice a week. That last week I could only do once, and here we are again. So I'm not sure how many times I will be able to actually stream per week, because my kids are back out of school, so they're here for the whole summer, and you know, I gotta do daddy stuff with them. So let's start off. The United Anarchy contest is almost over. Today is June the 30th, is the last day to enter. And in order for you to get any of the prizes, you have to rank in the top 3. Basically, they want you to you more or less create an Iron Man character and level it as high as you can within that 30-day period. And the top 3 get prizes. What we are going to sponsor, we are sponsoring the first place prize. And I just want to see how that's looking so far, because I think you might need a little luck, because it looks like they haven't touched their new tunes. Okay, so first place is Iron Song 2 at level 36. That's a priest. Second place is Iron Owl. That's a level 36 druid, so pretty tight for first and second. And then down in third would be... can I do the torch tossing? Here, right? What am I supposed to do here? What the heck? Hey, did I get one? I don't know, am I getting them? I don't know if I'm getting them. What am I supposed to do? Ugh. Oh no, that's not good. Oh, maybe. Dang it. Hey, alright. Okay. Yeah, sure, what the heck. We might as well. If we can do it. Oh, this one. Great. I don't even know where it is. Oh, there it is. Run, 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 run. What? What? Oh, screw you. So basically, the third place is level 19. Now let's try this again. So yeah, third place is level 19, and that's another priest. So it seems like priests and druids are like the thing to do. If you were to enter them to the contest, I don't know if you'd be able to catch them, but fourth place is level 12. So if you were able to level up something to like level 12 or 13 within a day, which you can do for sure, and you would basically hope that either the first, second, or third placed folks. Oops, I'll turn off Facebook. If you would kind of hope that they die or something, or get red flagged. But you know, that's not good karma to wish that on somebody. But oh shoot, there it is. But I think at this point, with this being the last day, there we go. That's the only way that you'd be able to place in one of the prize spots. Alright, we're not going to do any more of those. I don't like the torch stuff. It's a pain in the butt. Alright, so that's that. Let's go to let's fly to Thunder Bluff. So you can sign up for the contest. You can go on to the WoW Challenges site, and you should see a link right at the top that says leveling contest. And if not, you can go directly to the guild's website at unitedanarchy.engine.com. Yeah, we'll announce who our winners are in the next episode. Well, I'll probably put something out on Twitter as well. So we have some discussions on new challenges for the website. Basically, I want to start off by saying, you know, I firmly believe that the site shouldn't be focused just on the Iron Man. I mean, let's lay it down there that, you know, the Iron Man is the hardest thing to do, and that will never go away. That will never stop. I will always promote the Iron Man over everything else because I think it is the hardest thing to do in this game right now. But in order to make the Iron Man continue to be used, you know, you kind of have to shift a little bit of the focus away to say, hey, you know, we've got other things to do as well, and they might be bored of just doing the Iron Man. I know that some folks might not think that's a good idea, but in order to make sure that the Iron Man does not go away ever, I refuse to let the site die. I refuse to let that Iron Man challenge die, or the forums die, like how it almost did. We've got to bring in more people to try other things, and you know, just because they don't do the Iron Man now doesn't mean that they won't do the Ironman at a later date. I have no problems with people disagreeing with me, but you know, if it's done in a way where you're not making it personal, then we have no problems. But when you start making things like, you know, you start poking and all that stuff, it just doesn't fly by me. Maybe on purpose or not, you know, it depends on your perception. And you know, just because you perceive things to be one way doesn't mean that it's not perceived that way by other folks. So you know, my intentions are good as far as how the site is run, and you know, the Ironman challenge will never die. If you have new things that you want to bring up, or you want to change how some things are run right now, really the best way to do it is to talk with me and have a normal discussion with me, and without, you know, making it personal. So we are looking at some new pet battles. So actually, we're looking at some new things to add. One was a pet battle challenge, where the intent is to see if you can level from 1 to 100 by battling pets out in our wild, right? So you go and leave Stormwind, and you go out and find a wild pet to fight and all that stuff. So basically, the rules are similar. You are allowed to kill things, just not a whole lot. There was a bunch of stuff that we were actually speaking about. This is not the right one. Does it keep going down? No, this is the bottom level. Where? Oh, there they are. I was looking for the lifts. So pet battling. Yeah, we wanted it to be something more than just, okay, you're gonna sit in Stormwind and battle level 1 rats, which would, you know, it would take a while, but there's no chance of dying, which to me kind of takes away from it. It needs to have that sense of, if you die, oh my god, like it's horrible, right? Because, you know, when we do like the Iron Man, you know, 1 death and that's it. So it gives you that added sense of, oh, you got to be really careful. So we also wanted to make sure that somebody wasn't just going to sit back in a city and let their alts just farm quests. Okay. So that there are 5 pet battle quests that are account wide, so you can accept them and then complete them, but not turn them in, and then go in on your pet battle tune and turn them in there, and then you get XP for doing nothing. You know, it's okay to help to level characters every once in a while, but you know, for a Iron Man, I would say definitely not. For the purposes of the pet battle challenge, definitely not for sure. So it's a little bit, it's going to be a little bit tricky to figure out how we can make sure that folks are actually getting out there. They are allowed to kill things, but again, we don't want people to be killing too many things and then becoming like an Iron Man challenger, or even becoming like a bloodthirsty, because, you know, bloodthirsty is, you know, you just go out there, no questing, and you just kill things. So it would be minimal questing, minimal killing. People would still need to be able to kill in order to get them out of tight spots, so it's not going to be like a pacifist challenge where you know, there's no killing allowed at all. So we've got to tweak it here and there. Another challenge we were going to do was a engineering one. Originally I had thought I was going to do this, and when I looked at it I was like, okay, well, we're going to do basically like the Iron Man, but say you are allowed to level only in dungeons, okay? But from what it looked like, you know, with only allowing white gear, you quickly no longer meet gear requirements. So it's like, you know, you won't get enough gear by the time you hit level I think it's 80. Once you hit level 80, and you start to be able to queue for Cataclysm 5-mans, the gear level requirement is like 232 or 226 or something like that. But your white gear that you could possibly get or buy is oh wait. Okay. Oh yeah, that's the one I can't unclick, right? Oh, why is this guy freaking out? Oh my god. Okay, that freaked me out a little bit. So yeah, you wouldn't be able to get enough gear. However, let's see, Marston on the forums, and I believe Iron Worgen as well had brought it up, doing like a 5-man kind of group, that, you know, we could potentially do it, but we'd have different rules depending on your level. You know, we're discussing what that means right now. Okay, so we're done these ones. Should I go... Where else should I go? Hello. Okay. Let's go to Razor Hill and get this done. Okay, so basically, yeah, my thing was that, you know, he was saying, I think the discussions are right now, like, you're allowed to use green gear at a certain level, blue gear at a certain level, purple gear at a certain level. I think, you know, it makes it more complicated, and, you know, and if you were just to go in and have green gear, I think that by itself would be okay, at least for this, because from what I could see, there was enough green gear that you could buy when you get higher up. Now, that goes, that's true except for Warlords. When you hit level 90, I don't think there's any green gear you can buy, so it's like you have to quest a bit. So we might have to allow some questing as well. We were going to allow questing for when you were inside the 5-mans, so that you can do the quests as you're going to go through it and kill bosses and stuff like that, and then turn those in for some extra XP. I think another part of the challenge was that we were going to allow you to pick specs, which, you know, makes sense because, you know, if you like, you can't queue up, right? You know, like you can't queue up unless you picked a spec. So you are going to be allowed to pick whether or not you're prot or healing or DPS, which is okay. So it makes it a little bit different from the Iron Man. I don't think we would allow professions again. And again, well, see, part of it too was the suggestion is that, you know, don't worry about deaths, except for you're only allowed a number of deaths, like basically equal to the number of 5-mans you can run. So right now that's 78, and that seems kind of high to me. It's just, I think that, you know, even if you were to half that, to say, hey, you made it to level 100 doing this engineering challenge, and you died 30 times, is that good? I don't know. There are certain aspects of this challenge that kind of fall into the next challenge that I want to speak about. I was looking at an Iron Man light challenge, basically something that would allow people to get into the Iron Man without having to do a full one. So it kind of wets their whistle a little bit, and gets them into it, right? To say, if you want to do Iron Man, you might want to try Iron Man Light first, and then when you're ready, then you do Iron Man. Because I think sometimes people join Iron Man and they're like, oh my god, like this is super hard. And yeah, it's true, this is super hard, and that's how it's supposed to be, right? So basically, the Iron Man Light would be something like, you're still only allowed white or gray gear. We maybe be relaxed on the health potions, more relaxed on if you can group up. So sometimes I've found that when podcasters are doing our Iron Man, they like to group up with folks, which, sure, I mean, more people is more fun, and that's basically what WoW is built on. The Iron Man itself is not. It is very much a solo quest. It's very much a solo challenge. So, having an Iron Man Light where you are allowed to group up, it makes it a little bit easier for you to kind of get used, to how it's supposed to work. And if you kind of get in that tight spot, well, you have someone there to help you. The other thing is about deaths. I kind of wanted to do a challenge where if you died, it was okay, but you still kind of want to keep your deaths low. Like, can you make it to level 100 with a minimal number of times dying? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna start doing the watership patrol quests, I think, now that we wasted some time to get those bonfires. So yeah, I wouldn't, you could never do the we would never change the Iron Man itself to say, oh, you can die as many times as you want. No. Although we do track it, but you would still be red flagged. Now, for the Iron Man Light, you would not get flagged at all. I mean, you would not get flagged at all. You would not. You would still show up on the list. I don't think we would have an honored dead section. I think what we would do is that we'd show a list of all of our Iron Man Light people and show how many times they've died and rank them based on that as well. So rank them based on level and number of times died. And I think that would be a fairly easy way to do it. It shouldn't be super easy. I mean, for some of the regular Iron Man tunes, it would be. It is not a challenge at all, which is okay, but oh yeah, we did this one. Yeah, I gotta go do the grandmother, right? Well, I gotta go help her. Not do her. Um, so yeah, that's one thing I wanted to do as well. Because seeing 6.2, I was expecting, 6.2 is going to hit, and all of a sudden people are not going to be on our site. And I was expecting it, and I was, I'm fine with that because, 6 point, like, we're all playing Warcraft for its content, not for the Iron Man challenge, right? So when 6.2 comes out, I knew that folks were not going to be using the site as much, and then basically it was going to um, once 6.2 starts to get kind of old. I'm just gonna have a quick look. Actually, it's funny. Since 6.2 came out on like a week ago, June the 23rd, we had a small dip on Thursday the 25th, but since then it's been normal. So I wouldn't say that we've lost or gained any. It's just we've been steady with the people coming to our site, which is pretty cool. Um, so yeah, I was more aiming at maybe releasing this kind of a challenge within like the next month or so. I'd have to get the rules out. I have not posted anything about this challenge onto the forums yet. Um, it's going to be interesting to see how it's being taken. Um, we'll see though. Okay, grandmother, are you gonna? Or grand matron. There we go. Yeah, I always like to let the NPCs get into the fights first. Yeah, typically if you're doing if you're going to do an Iron Man, that's later on. When you're a higher level, you likely don't, want to be doing these escort quests. I've got the hiccups, and I don't know why. Although I am starting to get tired again, which is good, because I would like to sleep a little bit before the kids get up. So the other challenge I had in mind was a leveling time challenge where, it was not like the Iron Man. It's basically how fast can you get from level 1 to 100 without equipping heirlooms and no elixirs, so no XP stuff, right? Like, are you good enough to be able to go? And, it's not about deaths or things like that. It's just how fast can you get there. So we basically look at your level 10 time and we look at your level 100 time. And if you can go sit there hardcore and go ham on the core, whatever. I know where it's from, but I've not seen the video. So I don't know. Come on, man. It's taking a while. She's so slow. You would think flying through the air she'd be faster. That maybe, yeah, just to see how quick you're able to get that done. That would be pretty neat for me to see. So yeah, there's quite a few different things I wanted to add. Like I said before, I wanted to add a auction house one, but I really don't think that I can get around how much gold people mail to themselves. What I might do is that I can put in a stat request to Blizzard, and hopefully they would do it to add in amount of gold mailed. And then if the amount of gold that you've mailed is 0, then you're still okay. That would alleviate one of my bigger problems with that quest, or with that challenge. The other would be, what's to stop? There's nothing to stop somebody with 2 accounts that are not Battle.net account bound from posting something up for like a really high amount of money, and then somebody goes and buys it, you know. Hey, why did he evade? That was weird. What did he bonked me? So I still don't think that the auction house one would be able to be done, which kind of sucks. I kind of wanted one that wasn't like a normal Iron Man one. I wanted it to be. I want to offer different things so that folks still have stuff to do, even if they don't want to do Iron Man. You know, I mean, Iron Man is the thing to do, but, you know, we cannot force them to do Iron Man, and I would like people to have fun and play the game, you know, and I would like to give them some more stuff to do. So I've had to do some site changes. Basically, I had to redo the menu because the way that it stood, there was not gonna be enough space for me to add anything new, just because of how I had it set up. So now I've changed the menus so that they're more drop down, at least as far as the desktop version of the website and the tablet version. If you're on the mobile version, you should see like a list of links, and I'm not sure how I would get around that on the mobile version, because I don't think the mobile version handled the CSS navigation menus very well, and I'm not really sure why. It works fine on the tablet, but not on my phone. I do have an Android phone, so I'm not really sure. It should work fine, but it doesn't. I also added search, so that you could search for characters. So basically, if you're looking for any kind of character, you can find your character fairly quickly. You just plug it in and you should be able to find it. I would think it would work okay. Oh no, there's somebody else killing stuff that I need. Yeah, crud. See, it's times like this that I would like to be able to group up. Not for the sake of making it easier for myself, but just for the sake of not having to compete to kill things. Yeah, so that's one thing I had to change. I did add the leveling contest link to the menu, whereas before it wasn't there. Basically, you know, and I kind of. I wish I had added the leveling contest there before, because, you know, I would have liked more people to have seen it. Yes, you do need to join their guild. You need to roll a character on their realm, which is okay. You know, some folks may not want to do that, but that's just how it goes. I know some folks don't like that, but, you know, it's their guild challenge, and because I'm going to offer to sponsor it, that's their rules. I'm not going to force them to do something that they don't want to do, or something that's not going to help them. I don't think it would help them very much if they just did a challenge and had it open to everybody that didn't even need to join their guild at all. You know, because they want more people to play with their guild, right? So why wouldn't you want them to join their guild? It doesn't, you know, that makes sense to me. You know, hey, I'm gonna run a test for my guild. We're gonna advertise it, but if you want to be able to win anything, you need to join our guild, at least for the 30 days. And you know, if you don't want to keep playing after, you know, you don't have to. So That one's almost over. Yeah, that one's over tomorrow or today. Depends on how you want to look at the time. Okay, I need more of these battle cards. The other thing, yeah. So I did talk about the searching. I added. Okay, the other thing that I still have to do is I will be changing how we detect heirlooms, because right now we detect heirlooms a certain way. Okay, I don't really want to say how, but basically if you create an heirloom item, either from your mailbox or from the heirloom tab, we're going to know and you're going to get flagged. Blizzard has been very helpful in that they have given me a couple of new stats to check out. One is heirloom items equipped, and the other is, the other one is legendary items equipped. Epic items equipped. Well, epic was already there, but they've also done rare and uncommon, so that, you know, if folks equip this stuff, we can see. So I am going to be actively looking for heirlooms equipped versus heirloom items created or sent by mail. This will basically mean that, you know, you can go create one. You can create it by accident, and that's okay. It won't red flag you. But if you equip it, there is no mistaking. You are equipping that, and you shouldn't be. You should know full well that those kind of that gear you're not allowed to have on. So, and for that stuff, we will red flag you for sure. So I will be looking for that. I'm probably going to make that change probably during the downtime today, I would hope. Depends on what I have to do with my kids, right? Because my kids are not in school right now, I'm messing around with them, playing with them and stuff like that, so see ya. Yeah, and the servers are going down again today. It seems like for a fairly long time. Well, not as long as it was for 6.2 when it got released last week, but it should be going down in about 2.5 hours. It should be back up in 5 hours. So it's not a full 8-hour maintenance, but it's still 5 hours. Wait, is that 5 hours? No, I think it's 8 hours. I think it's a full 8-hour thing because they're starting at 6 a.m. my time. Yeah, so 3 a.m. Pacific and coming back up at 11 a.m. Pacific. That's 8 hours. So yeah, it's a full 8-hour maintenance, which kind of sucks. So I might also watch some Farscape during that time. I'm just starting season 3. I have watched it before. I'm just re-watching them because I felt like it. Screamlash, I think I gotta kill him after, so we're gonna leave him alone. Okay, so the other thing, let's see, the website, where are we for stats? I like talking about stats, I like numbers. Basically, we are at 1,489 challengers. That's 1,341 Ironman, 51 pacifist, and 97 bloodthirsty. The highest class played, well, that's never going to change, is Hunter, 242. The second highest class played is Druid at only 62. So Hunter, you can tell, obviously, is the class to play, because having a tank as an Iron Man is good stuff. Hey, why didn't I get credit for that one? Alright, let's go down here. Let's get this guy. What's third? 62, 45. Okay, looks like Rogue at 45, and Priest at 44, and Warlock at 43. See, Warlocks make sense because they have a pet as well. And the lowest number of classes represented is the Monk, really, at 23. There's more warriors than monks, and that's kind of surprises me because warriors are very difficult to play because they don't really have a lot to do. They have heroic strike and charge. Yippee dippee. So for the Iron Man, we have 594 toons that are alive. We have 261 dead and 486 lost. So those characters that are lost have basically been listed but then deleted by the player. Yes, we still count them because they've taken the time to try the challenge, so we are going to not forget them. Do you know what I mean? Now, of the people that are alive, we have 571 that are green flagged, 4 that are yellow flagged, and 19 that are red flagged. Actually, you know what? Speaking of yellow flags, okay, so we had a character named Grey Archer who hit level 100. He was going to be the 7th person to hit level 100. Oh, son of a... Level 30? The fudge, dude? You jackass. Oh, you just wanted the mining node. Yeah. Thanks. Guess I'll just sit here and wait. So, basically, this person leveled from 1 to 100 using the Iron Man rules up until basically level 99. At level 99, they said they decided, well, because they were so close, that they were going to pet battle, and they were able to get some pet battle achievements and all that stuff before hitting level 100. Getting those achievements raised some flags with other folks, like not necessarily with me, but just to kind of say, oh, let's get out of here. So we only get this guy. Alright. How you can go get attacked by that guy. On further discussions with him, he finally actually responded to us. Just to say what had happened, and he had raised a good point that if you level by pet battling, you only get yellow flag, not red flag. So we've actually changed that, so he is now a yellow flag, and he's fine with that. Now, because he was not green flagged, I haven't made a big thing about him hitting level 100 because I'd like to keep that to any new tune that hits that. Right now, the next highest is, we've got a bunch at level 90, but we do have do have a level 91 Toxicat. Was created in Mist. Is a Night Elf Druid. Is level 91. Alright, there we go. And can I hearth? To Razor Hill. That's cool. Yeah, so I'm happy that Grey Archer has responded and all that stuff, and we're all good. The other thing was that okay. Just kind of shifting gears a little bit. We are going to be doing the Well Played party. We are backing that. I have put in 2 bids, one for myself and one for my wife, to back their breakfast. So we get to have it. If the party gets completely funded, they're looking for $8,000. If it gets funded, basically, then myself and my wife will be sitting down with Jules and Marconan from Torrent Think Tank to have some breakfast, as like along with anybody else that has funded them for that level. So if you are going to BlizzCon, actually, even if you're not going to BlizzCon and want to fund a party after BlizzCon on the Friday night, I think it was the Friday night, they're gonna get their own room and all that stuff. Basically, go to wellplayedparty.com, and there you will find the links for the Kickstarter and all that kind of stuff. And I think I will be adding a link to it, at least until we can get the Kickstarter up and going, or at least it can get fully funded, because right now the Kickstarter is at $3,550 of $8,000, so they're just shy of 50%. They have 22 days to go. They have 52 backers, so it's crazy. I mean, I personally have put in $600, so I'm hoping they get their goal, because I definitely would like to see this happen. You don't even have to be a member of the Convert to Raid guild, like I am not. I've thought about going over, but I still have my guild that I'm still having fun with, and don't really want to leave them, because I've met some of these folks and all that stuff. So yeah, if you want to help back a Kickstarter for BlizzCon, they are actually looking for one of their stretch goals. Where is it? Do they have stretch goals here? Where's their stretch goals? I thought they had a stretch goal where they were going to stream the entire party online. What is Well Played? Okay, let me look at their happy hour live stream. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they don't have a lot of backers for that, but I thought that there was a stretch goal for being able to watch it live. Now, some of these things are you can get badges, or you can get artwork done by Zoe Zazu, or by Ursangus. I mean, those are both great looking pieces of art. I think I would be I think that Ursangus's badge for Summer Sal is quite funny. If you go have a look at it, you'll see the badge. It'll say BlizzCon 2014. It'll be a Draenei with glasses on and a barcode. It's quite funny. Okay. So we're done all the quests here in Razor Hill. I think we're going to... yeah, okay, we're gonna go run, turn these quests in. I should have turned them in before running back, or before hearthing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn these ones in, and then I'm going to go to Bloodhoof Village. And at Bloodhoof, we will take any quest that we can get. That's green. And we'll start doing those quests there. So, just looking at Twitter and all that kind of stuff, and how Blizzard has increased the battle tags and all that stuff. If you've ever wanted to, you know, if you feel like you want to add me as a friend, you are more than free to do so. My battle tag is Stone number 1646. So if you feel like it, I usually don't chat a lot, to be honest. I'm typically, whenever I'm on, if I'm playing, I'm usually doing stuff. So I likely won't be too chatty unless I'm trying to bug you for something. The only thing you'll probably see from me is some tune hopping spam. So you'll see me jumping from tune to tune as I'm going through all my alts. Although as 6.2 has come out, I've not really been doing that a whole lot. So you might not notice that a lot now. I did kind of do it right before 6.2 came out, just to make sure I still had control over some of the character names I wanted to keep. Basically any character name with stone in it, I basically have. I like how the motorbikes jump. Anyways, so yeah, if you wanted to add me, my battle tag is Stone #1646. So what have I been doing this week? I took Headstone out on his weekly mount run. No luck, of course, and let me just quickly check. Was it only Stone? I have to use a spreadsheet to keep track of this stuff. Yeah, I only brought Stone Grasp out. Stone Grasp, that's my alt. I only brought Headstone out to go and try my alt runs, and that did not result in anything. So we're gonna go... Should I? No, I'm not gonna do these. I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna turn these ones in. Ugh, 90 XP. Yippee! At least the other one was 420. Okay, what's this one? Alright. So we'll just run up the river here to Orgrimmar. Yeah, so I did do a mount run just on Headstone. Oh yeah, what I noticed was, it was so weird. Okay, so I have got more than one account. Okay, and on my other account, I have a lockout for all Duar. I've got one for Dragon Soul. I've got one for Higher Lands as well. So I don't bother keeping one for Throne, because Throne of the Four Winds, I just go in there and kick ass and take names, and it's so quick. You don't even need to bother with the lockout. So I brought my tune into Old Duar. It got the 10-man lockout, changed it to 25 and zoned in, and I was all good. I was able to go kill Mim, go kill Yogg Saron with no lights on 25 man, and you know, no mount dropped. Okay, fine. So my next one that I do is Dragon Soul. Now, the weird thing is that it clearly shows on Dragon Soul that my mage has 4 bosses down on 10-man heroic, but when I zoned in on Headstone, it's like it took... It's like when I decided to extend the raid leader's lockout. Oh. Okay, I did not realize this guy's gonna be level 15. This is why people play priests, I'm sure. Can we make it to Orgrimmar without having to deal with this nonsense? So basically, on my mage, I bumped my lockout up. I clicked on the extend lockout, and then I zoned in with Headstone, like my main, and they were part of the same raid group, and the person extending the lockout was our raid lead. And yet, when I zoned in with Headstone, it was like it had taken my lockout from last week, which was all 8 bosses dead. And I was like, And because I had accepted it, well, now it took it. So I couldn't do Dragon Soul this week, which kind of sucked. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't know if it's that I needed to bring the mage in there, because when I did the same thing for Higher Lands, I did the exact same thing and it worked fine. So maybe I had a brain fart and I did it on Headstone instead of not of my mage, but I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow or Wednesday. It depends on when I start to do the another mount run. So the other thing I did this week, got another tune to level 100. This would make number 11. Basically, I've got a bunch of waypoints that I've created to take me to treasures and all that kind of stuff in Nor. I do use TomTom, but the thing with TomTom is that it likes to go to the nearest waypoint, which is not necessarily the best one because you know how the land twists and turns and all that nonsense. So I had to create my own path basically, and my friend created an add-on that actually feeds TomTom a set of coordinates one at a time. So when I reach one, it feeds them another one, and so on. I just missed the lift. So basically, I've given myself my own route on where to go, and it's very fast. Oh my goodness! I mean, I can't use that if I were ever to get an Iron Man up there, but if I were to get an Iron Man up at that level, I would likely be doing minimal number of quests. I wouldn't be doing a ton of quests. I would be doing treasures, that's for sure. And because I know where a lot of them are, I kind of have a route already in my head. So there we go. What else did I do? We ran through normal Hellfire this weekend, and on Friday was our first raid night. Okay, so I'm a lightweight when it comes to drinking. Usually like 1 beer, and I'm pretty good. 1 beer after not eating anything, it's not good. So basically, I had 3 beers, not eating anything, so I was like completely wrecked. And I'm trying to tank. I did not stream it, luckily. Uh, Unfortunately, because I didn't stream it, I didn't record anything either. So we were able to get down 3 bosses. When we ran on Saturday the next night, I start heading over to Quorum Rock, the 3rd boss, and I'm in there. I'm like, well, what's going on? Like, where is he? It's like he's gone. And my raid team is like, we killed him? I'm like, I don't remember that. So apparently, I forget killing this guy. So it was like, okay, I literally do not remember anything about downing him. I remember doing the first 2, and that was it. Because afterward, apparently, when we killed him, I looked at his loot, and then apparently I logged right off. I don't remember that at all, but that's what they tell me that I did. Oh, there's the crossroads one, but I don't have that fly point. Hopefully it'll be there by the time I'm back. That would be my cell phone. Yeah, I should turn my cell phone down during my recordings. So yeah, again, I don't remember killing him. On Saturday we did get Hellfire Council down, and then we ran up against Kilrog, and Kilrog seems to be... It could be a wall. There's a lot of stuff. There's just lots of crap. And I know for some of our raiders it might not be a good thing for them. They might have a tough time with it. I think we were starting to do better with it, but generally it felt like a lot of people were like, they don't like this fight at all. As a tank, it was okay. You know, keeping an eye out for the shred armor debuff and making sure that there's something up to making sure that there's something up so that you don't get the shred armor debuff. That was really, really key. And keeping an eye out on where the ads were going so that they don't reach the center part to transform into the hulking dudes. It was definitely a lot more action as a tank than I've had in quite a while. I'm not sure how I like it, but it seems to be a lot more hectic. And I think I've made this comment before that all of the raids and bosses in Hellfire, Blackrock, in High Mall seem to be... It just seems like there's more stuff, and I don't think Blizzard can get around that, because I think as a raider we are more advanced. You know, like going against Rags. I mean, like the old school one. You're getting knocked back, right? There's a few things, but you know, it's not as big of a deal. There's not lots, to worry about, right? So, do I want to do this on? It is gray, so I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna set my Hearthstone here. So I've just noticed that, yeah, a lot of the fights there's just more stuff, and it kind of feels like they being Blizzard, I mean, they can only come up with so many things before they have to just throw anything that they can at us, Which quest is that? You know what? Okay, let's go get this guy. So I'm kind of I have mixed feelings about it. I would not say it's lazy at all, but I think they've run out of different things to do versus keeping us as raiders appropriately challenged, right? I mean, at first, I even thought that Flamebender Kagraz was a bit hard, but now that I've done it so many times, you know, it's not, and but that happens, right? So, and I think that just with time, that Kilrog will be the same way. At least I hope so. Oh, every time I see this guy, it makes me sad. Rest in peace, buddy. Alright. Let's go find... Oh wait, do we need to get a femur? Wait, what does he need? Strider meat. Let's see what quests here we have. Yeah, alright, so let's not bother with these ones. Yeah, 430x, nah. We're gonna stick to the green ones for now. We need a cougar. Need a cougar. Where's my notes? Oh yeah. So yeah, that's the only other thing I did this week was and at least it wasn't in Warcraft. I finally got to see Avengers 2: Age of Ultron. Something, you know, I'm a big superhero comic book guy. You know, I wanted to go see it, but I just never got a chance to. And I was actually looking online to see if it had been released on DVD yet, or when the date was going to be, and I see it's still playing, and I'm like, okay, so let's go. So I decided to go that day, and I expected to be the only one there, and when I walked in, there was like 12 people in the frickin' place already, and by the time the movie started, I would say there was 30, 35. That's a lot of people for a movie that's been out for about 2.5 months. Well, wait, 2 months? It was May 3rd or something like that, right? So, for Ultron, I'm not a big fan of James Spader, number one, and, I don't know if it's him or how he was written, but that is not how I really envisioned Ultron to be. Not to be sarcastic and that kind of thing. It was more of a... I've always thought of him to be... Uh-oh. Tag them. Booyah. Yeah, sorry. Mine. Basically, I've always thought him to be a cold and calculating robot that is, you know, basically trying to get rid of everything on Earth. I forget how he came about. I keep mixing him up with Kang. Kang is Doctor Doom's future kind of self. So those are. I'm just, you know, I thought Ultron. I keep thinking of Ultron back when it was Secret Wars, where Doctor Doom had basically defeated him and made Ultron be his guard. Sweet, there we go. Secret Wars was one of the first comics that really hooked me. um, I mean, I liked Hulk and all that kind of stuff prior to that, but I really remember my grandmother and grandfather going out there and buying each one. And when the comic book store didn't have like no, it wasn't a comic book store, it was like a variety store that we would always go to. We got like number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and number 8 they didn't have, but then they got 9, 10, 11, 12, and going from number 7 to number 8, going from number 7 to number 9, you miss like all of number 8, where basically it's the superheroes going and attacking the bad guys, which that was like for the first time they were going to go out and kick some arse. And that's when Spider-Man got his black costume and stuff. It's like, oh my goodness, and I missed it. Like, I didn't know, but when you go to number 9 and you're like, and you see him in this new black suit, and you're like, what happened? And you see the bad guys all kind of caged up. It's like, ugh, what did I miss? So, my grandparents were actively looking for where they could find that one that I had missed, number 8, and couldn't find it. So it really wasn't until I was grown up that I had gone back and bought it. Just for me. The only other comic that I really want to get right now is Doom 2099. What is it? The number 40. I think I've got them all except for number 40. Okay. So I think we're gonna call it there. How many? We only did one level. Been doing a lot of running around. I think the leveling on this guy's gonna go a little bit slower because we're doing like easier stuff. But that's to be expected. I still got rest XP too. Alright, well, I think that's gonna be it. I think I might actually try and catch a little bit of shut-eye. I am starting to get a little bit tired again, which is great. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.